Applause has changed the way I work. I definitely don't have to worry about quality. I don't have any of these doubts.
Being able to work with them just as another coworker and as another teammate, I haven't experienced that with any of our other vendors, and it's just been amazing. Expensify is a company that does online expense reports. We want to do the expense reports for you so that you don't have to.
If you're traveling on a business trip or you're out with clients, you'll use Expensify to snap a photo of your receipt and you can get reimbursed the very next day.
Since we deal with people's money, which is very sensitive to them, we have to make sure that it's accurate. It has to work that way every time. Expensify has been partnering with Applause since 2019. Applause tests all of our production code with an army of testers. These are real people all over the globe that test our application for us. We do several different types of testing. The biggest one is regression testing on each of our deploys. We do testing on the new features that we roll out. And then we also do some accessibility testing.
They're testing everything. All of our apps on iOS, Android, desktop, and web are tested by Applause. And some of the trickier cases are tested too. So those include SAML, a mobile camera, payment flows are all handled by the Applause team. Our CEO, our CFO, Director of Engineering, basically everyone works with Applause.
With our internal team, we couldn't get any better than where we were at. And so it really forced us to look elsewhere to really find the experts out in the QA industry and what they could offer. The camera is extremely important to our product, and we needed to be able to physically test the camera on many different devices. Applause really stood out to us. They were able to deliver at the speed that we needed. They were able to test it globally for us. They were able to test things that we hadn't even thought of testing before. When we first started working with Applause, we were looking at deploying about once a week. They've helped us to get down to almost a deploy every day. We are able to build new features, release them to customers faster than ever, and they're really high quality. We really trust Applause to ensure that our customers don't have to deal with bugs. It makes happy customers and it makes happy us.
We've given Applause more responsibility and more things that we want them to take on. For example, when we first open sourced our Expensify app called New Expensify, we didn't have a great way to report bugs. Applause was pretty instrumental in us being able to report bugs easier, get them reproduced, and get information from the user in order to insert that into GitHub. We're really happy with Applause's flexibility in our processes and in our tools, and that's been super valuable.
They take care of own management, they're doing hiring, they're training the testers, they're looking at the metrics, and now I don't have to do that, and I can just trust Applause to do all that.
I know that they're going to be thorough, and I know they're going to do the job that they're asked, and so it's been really nice just to kind of take that off my plate and know it's going to be okay.
When problems arise, we can tackle those quickly, and it means that we don't have to change the way that we do our work in order for Applause to do the things that they do best.